Hello there, Dave Doggett here for 8 Essential Steps to Internet Success, my ebook and training series. This tutorial is to cover name servers, and name servers are a setting on your domain name. So let's assume you've just registered a domain name as I have here. I registered the domain name entrepodcast.com, and now, in my case, I have my domain names registered through GoDaddy, but I have my web hosting through another company called HostGator, and I've got a link for that as well below the videos here if you're interested in setting up hosting with them. Now, GoDaddy does offer domain names and hosting. I just prefer HostGator for my hosting. I've had good luck with them, and that's just my personal preference. So in my case, where my web host is in a different location than my domain name, I need to go in and change the name server values on the domain in order to make it point correctly to the website files itself. So let me review that again. If you have hosting with GoDaddy within your account, and you register a domain name through GoDaddy, your name servers will be configured correctly, right automatically after you register the domain name. If, however, your web host is outside of GoDaddy, like mine is with HostGator, then I need to go in and change my name server values for my domain names within GoDaddy. So here's what I'm going to show you. By default, these are the name server values on the domain name that I registered. So that points to GoDaddy's server. My website files are going to be on my HostGator account. So I need to change these values to the name servers that HostGator assigned to me, so that when somebody types in the domain name or clicks on a link, it's going to know, hey, that domain name needs to point to HostGator's server to pull up the website. So that's what I'm going to do here. So what I'm going to do is go down here and say set name servers. This little window pops up, and here's my options here. I'm going to select I have specific name servers for my domains. And here's the name servers by default for GoDaddy when I registered it, but I'm going to paste in the name servers that I was assigned from HostGator with my hosting account. So there's the name servers that I have. And again, if you have hosting accounts somewhere else, you can get the name server values right from the host and then just paste them in here. So I'm content with those two. Those are the only two I need, name server 1 and 2. And I'm going to say OK. So your changes have been submitted. It usually takes 2 hours, may take up 48 hours. I find that it usually takes within a day or so for the name server values to take effect. And one way you can tell this is if you've already started configuring your website on an external host, when the domain name kicks in, you just try typing the domain name in your web browser, and if it pulls up your website pages, then you know it's working. If it doesn't, then you know it hasn't taken effect yet. So that's a quick crash course in name servers. Again, you will only need to change the name server values if your domain name is registered in a different location than your web hosting. So that's the tutorial. Hope it helps, and you can use the links below this video for registering domain names and hosting as well. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next tutorial.